The CIB team of Nepal police seems to have gained a major breakthrough as it made 3 arrests in the past 24 hours in connection with the 100 kg gold scam. The arrestees include 2 Chinese nationals projected as the mastermind behind the gold smuggling. With this development, the CIB can now dig deeper into the case and crack this nexus of gold smugglers, which in recent time has been seen in the light of national security concerns. Good evening, I'm Amar Singh Pradhan, and these are the headlines of the hour. Questions raised over the credibility of medical profession as a number of doctors arrested on charges of carrying fake academic certificates, NC defends Sunil Sharma. Fake currency racketeers active in Kathmandu Valley, 9 people arrested with counterfeit currency worth 5.7 million rupees. The bodies of 23 Rohingyas who were fleeing Myanmar's Rakhine state recovered after their boat sank. 30 others are still missing, while 8 survived the mishap. Sweden stunned former champion Japan with a 2-1 victory at the FIFA Women's World Cup quarterfinals. Spain is past Netherlands to storm into semis. There is an ever-growing nexus of fake academic certificates as teachers, doctors, professors, among others, have been arrested for using fake academic certificates. Recently, the CIB has arrested at least 9 doctors for using fake academic certificates, which has raised questions on the very credibility of the medical profession. The 9 arrested doctors this week included Nepali Congress lawmaker and operator of 3 medical colleges, Sunil Sharma. Sharma had produced fake ISA certificate to study MBBS in China. According to Nepal Medical Council, it was confirmed that over 200 doctors in the country had obtained fake academic certificates. The council also believes that the number of doctors using fake certificates could be much larger. Medical Council Exam Board and CIB had jointly started the operation since the year 2015. The corruption watchdog CIA has reported of hundreds of complaints filed related to fake academic certificates. According to the police records, since the launching of the operation since 2015 to the year 2021, some 69 doctors carrying fake academic certificates have been arrested. The Kathmandu District Court earlier today allowed investigation against detained Nepali Congress lawmaker Sunil Sharma by releasing him on general date. Nepali Congress lawmaker Sharma was arrested yesterday for carrying fake intermediate certificate on the basis of which he had studied MBBS. Sharma was taken to the court as Nepal police sought judicial custody of the tainted lawmaker while his case was being investigated. Lawmaker Sharma had obtained the ISA certificate from Bihar's Parvezganj Araya College on the basis of which he had completed MBBS from China. Large sum of fake currencies have surfaced in the country at a time of tough economic state. A network of fake currency traders based in the capital have been active in the bordering region with India. The site at a police office in the capital today showed police carrying in numerous sacks containing bundles of fake currency notes. The police had also confiscated machines to print the fake notes, chemicals that were used in them, and cutting machines. The police had confiscated the fake notes from a Kathmandu-based bus traveling from Lumbini on Saturday. A team of Thankot Police Beat and Kathmandu area police confiscated fake notes worth 5.7 million rupees from Nagdunga. This was the biggest cache of fake notes that was being brought to the capital. 9 people have been arrested in the incident. Police say the same group had been active in printing fake notes in districts in Tarai region, and it has been understood the group print notes in Bhaktapur and use it in Tarai region. The amount of fake notes that was sent to Tarai, however, is unclear. The 5.7 million rupees worth of fake notes was the cache that was rejected for lacking quality and was in its way back to where it was printed. Of the 9 arrested, Arjun Subedi has been identified as the mastermind of the network. He had previously faced 7 different charges for robbery, banking fraud and ransom, among others. Police say apart from Tarai region, fake notes produced by the network have also made it among general public in the capital. Earlier on Tuesday last week, armed police force had confiscated another fake notes worth 180,000 rupees from the capital's Goldunga. The police are currently investigating to figure out if the current network was also involved in the Goldunga incident. In the past 5 years, police have confiscated fake notes worth 50 million rupees. Police say previously fake notes were injected into the market by printing them in India. However, the recent revelation of the network's operation from the capital has highlighted additional challenges. Rohan Adkia, the son of Rakesh Adkia, who is allegedly involved in the 100 kg gold scam, was arrested today. Prior to this, 2 more Chinese nationals were also arrested late yesterday. Rohan Adkia was arrested from the Tribhuvan International Airport upon his arrival via Indigo Airlines flight from Delhi. He was nabbed by the immigration and handed over to the Department of Revenue Investigation. Police have been suspecting the involvement of Rakesh Adkia when gold was smuggled hidden in brake shoes through a Cathay Pacific flight on the night of 19th of July from Hong Kong. Adkia has been on the run ever since. Meanwhile, 2 more Chinese nationals were arrested in connection with the gold scam from the TIA late last night. The Immigration Department arrested the 2 Chinese nationals, Li Jialin and Liu Fuyan, suspecting that they were trying to flee the country through a Himalayan Airlines flight. The 2 Chinese are now being described as the main culprits in the scam. Prior to this, another Chinese national has also been arrested, while a Belgian national of Chinese origin and an Indian national have also been nabbed among the 18 arrests that have been made so far. The probe into the gold scam was carried out by Revenue Investigation Department, while it is now being looked after by the CIB. Both the sessions of the National Assembly and the House of Representatives had to be adjourned today amid continued obstructions from the main opposition CPN-UML. As soon as the session of the lower house began today, lawmakers of the opposition began the obstruction, demanding a high-level committee that would probe into the recent 100-kilogram gold smuggling case. Speaker Debraj Gimirit then adjourned the session for 14th of August. Rashtriya Swadhantra Party expressed reservations against the obstruction, saying that a sovereign entity like the Parliament had been repeatedly obstructed, and urged the Speaker to find a way out of the stalemate. Likewise, a verbal volley between the ruling and the opposition lawmakers caused for the session of the National Assembly to be postponed as well. Lawmakers of ruling alliance, as soon as the session began, had alleged opposition of crippling the federal parliament. They alleged CPN-UML of dissolving the parliament when in power and obstructing regular session when in opposition, saying that the party did not want the parliament to exist. In response, lawmakers of CPN-UML had said that the government was not paying heed to their demands, as those in the government themselves were involved in the 100 kg gold smuggling. The next session of the upper house has been called for 16th of August. And now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with their opinion.
Public Pulse.
And before we give you today's question, let's take a look at a response to yesterday's question. And yesterday we had asked you, why have local levels failed to introduce budgets on time? 50% of you voted for option A, political constraints, 5% voted for option B, lack of employees, and 37% voted for option C, ignoring rule of law. And here is today's question. What could be the reason for the failure to review the minimum basic salary, which should have been done every 2 years? Your options are option A, lack of policy level commitment, option B, reluctance of employers, and option C, excuse of economic crisis. The voting is on. Type in WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And time for international update. The bodies of 23 Rohingyas who were fleeing Myanmar's Rakhine state have been recovered after their boat sank. 30 others are still missing, while 8 people are reported to have survived the accident. The survivors said they were trying to reach Malaysia when their boat carrying more than 50 passengers foundered and was abandoned by its crew on Sunday. Every year, thousands of Rohingyas attempt the perilous sea journey to Malaysia or Indonesia. They are escaping persecution in Myanmar and overcrowded refugee camps in Bangladesh. Those who died this week include 13 women, 10 men, all Rohingya Muslims, a rescue team told the media. The Muslim Rohingyas are an ethnic minority in predominantly Buddhist Myanmar. Many of them fled to Bangladesh in 2017 to escape a campaign of genocide launched by the Burmese military. Those remaining in Myanmar too have been trying to flee since the military coup in 2021. Survivors of the boat sinking this week recall being struck by a large wave near Rakhine's capital, Sittwe. They say the smugglers, who had been paid around $4,000 per person for the journey to Malaysia, then abandoned the boat. The bodies of the victims have been picked by other boats or washed up on the beach. The long journey across the Andaman Sea in overcrowded fishing boats is always dangerous, but especially at this time of the year, at the peak of the monsoon storm season. Most Rohingyas attempt to cross between the months of October and May. They are willing to take the risk and often sell their only assets such as land to fund the trip because of the unrelentingly grim conditions in which they are forced to live, either as refugees in appallingly crowded camps over the border in Bangladesh, are subjected to discrimination and restrictions on their movements in Myanmar. Those were our latest headlines. Up next is News in Nepali. Good night.